This is your boy Sherry Speeds, man. Before I get anything started, make sure you guys pound the like button, pound the subscribe button. Also, pound the like and subscribe buttons to my homeboys, Millaboy Gaming and Heemz Gaming. They do gaming, they do live streaming. And also go ahead and follow their official Twitch accounts. The links to their official Twitch accounts will be in the description box below. They do a lot of fun stuff. They do a lot of gaming. They do a lot of live streaming. You might even catch a boy kicking some ass alongside them like you did today. So I want to get into Snowfall, season 3, episode 5, The Bottoms. And I want to give a huge shouts out to the entire cast and the production crew of Snowfall for getting renewed for another season 4. Deadline just dropped that about a little bit more than 10-12 hours ago. So congratulations to the people of Snowfall. But in this episode tonight, it was a little bit less lighter, but we see things kind of shifting in Franklin's gear, so to speak, almost. Or I should say, the ball is more so now back in Sergeant Wright's court. So basically, what I'm saying is it's pretty neutral right now. This episode is pretty neutral. And I say that because both of these titular characters made boss moves. Franklin securing the property and real estate for his mother, and Officer Wright, I'm sorry, not Officer Wright, yeah, but Sergeant Wright, you know, getting ready to implement his plan to bury Franklin's estate, as he put it to his partner. Now, this episode started off really pretty light. We see Teddy and Julia, looking over their plans. They look up on the news, and Sergeant Wright's up on TV talking about how the raids, benefited the community of Los Angeles as a whole, and it kind of stuns Teddy and Julia. He's wanted. There's a few lawsuits on his name for his excessive force and so on. So they're thinking, wait. They're like, wait, hold up. Andre Wright, this is the same guy that's involved in Franklin Saint's case. And so, like I said, he has a few other lawsuits on him as well. In fact, IA got involved because Sheila, a cousin of Lulu's, did her job. If you guys don't know, Officer Wright was at the bar with his rest of his partners. They got pretty fucked up, pretty tipsy. Sheila goes back to the room. She fixes them a drink, which ends up drugging him, taking his gun and badge, giving it to Franklin. I'm wondering, like, why the hell would Franklin even need the gun and the badge in the first place? I guess just to see how desperate Officer Wright is, to see who's the man who he really is without the badge and the gun. Because the biggest debate amongst us black people when it comes to our brethren, behind the badge is they ain't shit without the gun and the badge, and so we see Sergeant Wright just in shambles because he just got suspended because he got drugged, his gun and his badge got taken away. Not to mention, even his superior was like, wait a second, so wait, what kind of drugs were you guys doing? Almost like alluded to him actually being on the coke, that stereotype. Because they all see it as a one way anyway. But then also, with him being, because, even his superior said, look, we can't be doing favorites around here, so we're going to have IA take you up on this. IA ends up suspending him. Even the lady was like, wait a second, if anyone else who's had out for you? And he says, look, I put away a lot of bad people. And so it's only when, he comes home to Melanie, they had a bit of a squabble because, he came home late and she was worried about her father. He goes out to get his bags. He sees Franklin. And I think this is what I hate about Franklin the most. I'd say this, but, everyone has their flaws. And one of the flaws that I will say that's most prominent with Franklin is his arrogance. All he had to do really is just give him a little nod and just get in his damn car. But no, this motherfucker had to give him a good ass fucking grin or a smirk, which prompted him to go into his plan of, you know what, Franklin did this to me. So with that being said, I'm going after his ass for real. We even see him have that bad dream where he's spinning the gun, Russian roulette style, and he sees Wright pick up the gun, and he says, "Wait," and the gun goes off, and that's Franklin's worst fear. He literally wakes up and shakes and sweats. His mom, she's happy that she got the property from old boss, which he didn't give up without fight. He said, "Look, I love the blacks. I've done a lot for the community." He says, because he said, "Oh snap, sissy, I thought you were gonna get your old job. You're here to back for your old job back." She's like, "No, Leonard, I work for myself now." And he gave him a very condescending, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," that old shtick. So when they said, "Okay, you know what, we want that property," and Leonard, and I've known you for many years. I know that you've painted over the mold, the asbestos. I know you paid off the cleaning crews, and in that way, you can still have property over those buildings. People can move into them unsanitized, and someone just to collect the money. And then those are lawsuits waiting to happen. And he says, look, I don't. If you don't be so well, says you know that I don't take I don't respond well to threats. Now get the fuck out of my office and this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna take any damn money that you guys have. Because he alluded to. He said, wait, what the hell was that? You guys are the other buyer. You guys are the other buyer. Like what did you guys stumble upon? A rich uncle or something, a rich uncle or something. To which Sissy said, yeah, something like that. Frank was like, look, man, we're ready just to give you 50K hands right now. So that way you can just walk away. You can give us the property. So, and here's what I find really interesting. Mr. Leonard, I believe is what his name is. He had plans to stake out and cause harm to Franklin and his family, but that didn't really go so well. Franklin was a step ahead. He literally, those same guys that were there to do some damage to Franklin and his family, got fucked up and sent right back to Mr. Leonard's office, bloodied and bandaged up, probably even dead, which left the man shook. Now, mind you, and that's how he was like, because their whole motive was for him to rescind his offer of purchasing that real estate, that piece of property. He did just that. He got so damn shook. He said, "Look, man, you guys can have it after all. I'm sorry." So, but then also in that episode, we see Teddy, take some insisted cocaine snorts, with his new Colombian contact. Now the problem with this is the Mexicans aren't getting their damn product, which is making them very extremely agitated because Teddy's promising them this, but then also, Gustavo, looking at Gustavo like, hey man, where the hell's the damn product so we can get this stuff going on? Because remember, they want their damn money, and the guy, and Teddy's new supplier, is pretty much just snorting the coke up at day by day because he doesn't have his damn club. He said, look, you give me my damn club, and then I'll make sure those damn drops are put back on. And even Julie was like, wait a minute, so wait, now you just did coke against his will, and now Julie has to look into finding a club. So then that way the drops can be back on, which is fucked up in and of itself. Now, mind you, Melanie even has to be dealing with, the backlash of what her father's doing because she literally can't even go see her damn friends in the projects without getting a beat down, because that's exactly what happened to her. She's like, look, I'm not going to do this with you, Sean, because Sean's older cousin or older brother got arrested by her pops, Melanie's pops. And I don't know why the hell this little girl didn't swing when the girl pushed her. I would have fucking ducked her ass, but I understand. So Melody gets hit, she falls to the ground. Her friend goes in to help her, possibly to assist her. I hope she did at least. I mean, that's what real friends are supposed to do. So we'll see what happens with that because her Sergeant Wright wanted to get her ahead of, he wanted to get her out of there. He wanted her to go to Spelman ahead of time. Now I think, and I'm hoping this isn't true. I'm really hoping that Melanie's not hooked on the horse. I'm really hoping that she's not hooked on the damn product. Because it looks like her coke or whatever. I'm hoping that's not the case. And I don't think it is. I seriously do hope that it's not the case. But like I said, Sergeant Wright wants to send his daughter to Spelman ahead of time, stay in the dorms because he knows how hectic it can be. Given that, like I just alluded to earlier in the video, that he wants to bury Franklin Sane. He told that to his partner straight up. And we even see previews of the next week's episode where we see Alton giving his son some very sound advice. Son, this is the federal government. Once they're done with you, they're done with you. How do you know that? Because, Franklin's like, Franklin is so assured, he's so confident. He's like, wait a second. Dad, he said, and what is going to happen when he doesn't need you? Trust me, son, this is the federal government. When they're done needing you, you're nothing to them. And he's right. So pretty much what Alton was telling Franklin was be cautious. Don't be so, gung ho on the fact that, hey, oh, I got this guy. He's on my back, but no, but he's in a more powerful position than he is. And granted, speaking of Reed Thomas, aka Teddy, there are people that want to kill Teddy. Even Julia, she met up with one of the agents, at a local cafe or whatever, or diner. He was talking about Teddy, how Teddy's the lone wolf, how Teddy's bringing all this dirt on the agency and things of that nature, and they're wanting to take him out. So I think Teddy needs to watch it. Where is it going to? because they want to take him out. You know, they considered Teddy a loose end, so to speak. So I'm really hoping that Teddy, you know, watches his back and so on. You know, then also, you know, Julia's getting grilled because, you know, the redhead, you know, the DEA agent is looking for his partner because he hasn't heard from her. He said, look, a dedicated DEA agent goes missing. What the hell's going on here? So that's what we get for next week. But then also we see Javi actually possibly being killed because we see Franklin and Leon and Fatback draw on his ass. Possibly because they kind of figure out, I guess, that, oh shit, Javi is with the feds. He works with the damn feds. So he must have got to go or something. Something must have happened to that effect. This has been your boy Cherry Speaks, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. This has been your boy Cherry Speaks. Love you guys. Peace and love.